Hey, welcome to This is Private Practice for Monday, the 13th of August. Oh my God, I hope you can hear me. I so hope you can hear me after the debacle of Thursday of last week. I was so excited to share with you what I'll share with you today. But it was beautiful lighting, and I was out on the 13th floor, and I was showing you the beauty of Sydney again, and there was no sound. That's because my iPhone is old and it's full and I have to unfill it, and I need to do that. Hey, Mia. Hey, happy Sunday evening, Mia. We've made it through Monday afternoon here. So for those of you who have been interested to know, the funeral was Friday and it was a great service. I'm actually really proud of what we pulled together and how such a diverse range of people were able to come together and really celebrate my dad. And I came home on Friday after the funeral to this most amazing beautiful box from the gorgeous Sonia Fall, and this cup was in it, and I'm just, wow. It just really touched me. And there've been cards and there've been flowers and there've been gifts and there've been well wishes, and I'm just so incredibly grateful for your care and your compassion and your commitment to keep me accountable for looking after myself. I spent last week working and managing the operations or the administration to bring the project of the funeral together. And I thought that I'd be able to do that really quite well and quite easily. So Tuesday of last week, I probably overdid it in terms of too many tasks. I had a very heavy delivery day for my business, which I didn't think to change because work is a distraction and I like that. And I just thought getting tasks completed for the funeral would be really easy. I worked out Tuesday afternoon, for anyone who watched the video last week, that that possibly wasn't healthy for me, and I'd made the decision to not be available on Thursday. So my sister still needed me to do a few things on the Wednesday, which is okay because I had a much lower delivery day on the Wednesday, but Thursday was another really big day for me. So I chose to not be available for the funeral. I just got everything else done so I could just focus at work. And it was the day before the funeral. And to be honest, I've wanted some headspace from it. It took us nearly 3 weeks to be able to have that funeral. That's a long time to be in limbo and trying to work things out and answering questions. And there's a lot of communication. My dad was 70. He'd been alive for a long time. He knew a lot of people. A lot of people had questions. So Thursday, I was prepared. I was on my way to the city to go to work, and I was working and delivering all day. Oh, anyone else out there who is a task completion guru, you just hey, Julian, you love getting tasks completed. I love getting tasks completed. To me, there is nothing more satisfying than, when you scribble out things in your to-do list, like big scribble out, and get things done. I love the sense of satisfaction that comes from getting things done. Well, my task completion went a little bit mad on Thursday. So I'm in the train and I was all prepared. And what I was going to do on my train ride in, was get rid of my emails. My email inbox had overflowed. And I just knew that if I could spend an hour on my train trip getting things done, getting my numbers down, my goal was to get it down to 490. I am still under that, by the way. And then I would feel like I could tick something off my list that was done and address the emails, not just put them somewhere else, actually do something with them. So one of the emails was, Joe, could you proofread this eulogy? And in my task completion overdrive, I proofread the eulogy that was going to be read at my father's funeral. That was dumb. That was just dumb. That undid me. I was not good for the rest of that train trip. I needed to get myself back together. I hadn't taken any spare makeup with me. I was weeping for an hour in a very, very public place. I don't enjoy that. And my gorgeous friend Nicola helped me go and get some tinted moisturizer to put myself back together before I had my sessions on Thursday, which went really well. And it was such a perfect example of when task completion can go a little bit mad. So if you've got people in your world who love to complete tasks, How about you just be a little bit compassionate with us? We can be very, or like come across like we're just 0111011 because we just want to get the job done. We want to get it done. We want it done efficiently. We want it done properly. And quite often I'll say to new clients, whether they're practice building or rehab clients and new team members, and sometimes I have to remind current team members that if I'm being short and to the point, I'm not upset with you. I am being helpful. So for me, task completion is about being helpful. Because if I complete the task, you will be helped. It just, sometimes my delivery of that is like, but she's not saying hi, and she's not saying how are you, and she's not asking about the weather, and there's none of the chit chat. Well, I actually don't think the chit chat would be helpful, so let me help you by getting the task completed. I then went on to have a coaching session with one of my practice building clients, and we were laughing so hard because she's very similar. It's like, I just want the task completed. If I get the task completed, everyone gets paid. And I'm like, I get that. I totally get that. But there are other people who aren't so focused on task completion, who are very focused on how people feel and making sure we bring all the people along with us. We need you. You need us. We need you. That's why, we have this lovely synergy. So if you've got people who you find really irritating because they always want to find out how you're feeling and what we're doing, and it's like a constant restating of where are we going and what's going on and how are we doing it and have the rules changed, it's quite possibly because us awesome task completion gurus are going a little bit too fast and not communicating along the way. And then the people who bring all the awesome people with us are a bit confused and feeling a bit unsettled, and they need us to calm down and settle down. I am so grateful that I have taken the time to learn this about myself. This has been one of the most insightful things I've ever learned about this task completion drive in me, because I can come across as rude and arrogant and incredibly impatient and incredibly judgmental. And most of you would go, Jo, you're not rude. You can come across as opinionated, aka arrogant. But it's never my intention. My intention is always to be helpful, unless you're an idiot, and then I'll let you know. And that's to the haters out there on Facebook who decide that, that's always a fun thing to get involved in. So here we are on a Monday. It's Monday afternoon. My brain has been mushy all day today, which I figure is appropriate response to 3 weeks of trying to manage with an unexpected death in your life. So I have to give myself some peace and compassion this afternoon. I've been rewatching a video I recorded that I'm going to send out to some of my practice building clients. Now, I'm amusing myself immensely in it. And then I think I'm on dinner cooking duties tonight. So what's this got to do with being in private practice? Well, I think one of the most important things and one of the best gifts that we can ever give ourselves is knowledge about who we are and learning to work in a way that is good for us. Good work makes us healthy, and it brings wealth, and you feel like you're in a sense of flow. So looking inside yourself, or even going back and looking at the Myers-Briggs that you might have done, or the Herman Brain that you might have done, or the extended DISC you might have done, or any of those other multitudes of lots and lots of different types of assessments out there, go back and read it and find out what it says about you. You won't agree 100% with everything. They're standardized tests. They're not going to read you like it's truth. Some of them are pretty accurate, but use them to help gain some understanding into how you are, especially how you act when you're under stress and under pressure. It is an incredible gift, and it's something I make all of my practice building clients do. So this week, my intention is to become intentional again. I've been reacting for the past couple of weeks, just dealing with the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, but now it's time to get back to being intentional. So I intentionally came home from yoga today and got straight into work without doing my hair. Can you notice? Here's to a great week ahead. I'm looking forward to sharing with you. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do one of these every afternoon this week. So let's see how the week unfolds, and go forth and let us be the awesome people that we've been called to be.